All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And it's a sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing and pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Okay, I want to go in this lesson on basically you gotta want to be passionate about this truth, man. Okay, you're supposed to be enthusiastic. Okay, you're supposed to want to do this thing. Okay. Um, with that said, I'm gonna start off with Philippians 2, verse 1. If there be any consolation in Yahweh Shah, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Okay? In this truth, we're all supposed to be on the same accord. Okay? We're all supposed to have the same mindset. Okay? We're all supposed to have the same love towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the brotherhood. Okay? Now, different brothers are able to put in where they are. You know, like a brother may be able to put in more money than another brother. Okay? But when you look at it, Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't look at who puts in the most money. Okay? Because that brother who might not have as much money, if he's able to put in, the Lord looks at that as if he gave more than the person who gave more than what they have, or the one who has the money to give. That brother that actually put in more money has, the brother that put in more that has less is the brother that the Lord looks at as if he puts in a whole lot. Okay, so in this truth, a brother may not have all the money in the world, but they if they are putting in, wherever they can in other ways, the Lord doesn't take that lightly, man. Okay, and if you are a brother that has money or whatever the case may be, that's just expected of you anyway, man. Okay, so in this truth, we have to provoke. Okay, which that word provoke goes into irritate one another. Okay, we have to get brothers to brothers should already be passionate in the first place, man. When you come into this truth, you're supposed to already be enthusiastic in the first place. Okay, and all brothers are supposed to be on the same mindset. Okay, it says, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. Okay, you see a brother may not be putting up videos or they look like they're not really trying to do this thing, or a brother may not be communicating. The last thing you want to do is of course we can rebuke sharply as we're supposed to, but the last thing we want to do is bring or have it to where strife is. We're always fighting against the person, as if we telling brothers, hey, you're gonna get destroyed and shit like that. Looking at brothers like they're niggas. You're not supposed to do that. Okay? If anything, we're supposed to be fighting with that word strife. Okay? It means to put forth great effort, okay, to obtain something. Okay? The word strive, okay, when you go into the word strive, it says make great efforts to achieve or attain something. Okay, and we're supposed to put forth great efforts towards the brotherhood in order to tell them to make them efforts towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, because that's what it's truly really all about, man. Brothers serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua without, the major contention and stuff like that amongst the brotherhood. Okay, it says or vainglory, okay, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem each other better than themselves. We're not supposed to be thinking that it's about us and shit, man. Okay, it says, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. So in this truth, we supposed to, hey, that was a good ass video that you did. You got some brothers that come into this thing and they just want to make a name for themselves. You know, yeah, that's not what this is about, man. You know, when if you see somebody, that isn't doing what they're supposed to, you know, is a rightful man of the Lord. You're supposed to be looking at him in the, like, yo, like, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, man. What's going on, man? You need some money, or you got too much time, Yeah, if you getting caught up in this bullshit, man, hey, you gotta make time for the Lord, you know, and that's what it's all about, telling each brother that they, need to have Yahweh Shem outside first. Okay, so with that, this Romans 14:1, him that is weak in the faith, receive ye. Because you're going to have different brothers who have different levels of faith. Okay, a brother who is strong in the faith, if you're strong in the faith, you're supposed to help the other brothers out that are weak in the faith, man. Okay, and that's if you truly in this truth. Because if you're strong in a brother that's really strong in his faith is going to receive the weak. Okay, as the scriptures say. Okay, it says, him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputation. Disputations, right? When you go into the word disputations, okay, it says a distinguishing, a discerning, judging. Okay, we're supposed to judge righteously. Okay. It says, not for the purpose of passing judgment on opinions as to which one is to be preferred is the more correct. Okay, all together, we're supposed to judge righteously. If you see a brother that is weak in the faith and they doing stuff that they, of course, if they just going off, of course you're gonna be looking at them and like, hey man, that guy, he gotta get out. He gotta get out the camp based on what he did. But if you see a guy that's weak in the faith, you might need to help that brother out. More so than another brother. You might want to. It might the scriptures say, onto the forward onto the forward and gentle. Okay. It says 1 Peter 2:18. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear. Okay, you got guys that come into this truth and they don't got that servant mentality towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, they don't have that fear, but the scriptures say, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. Okay, and that's how you know whether a man is a true man of the Lord. If they not just trying to hear the good and gentle stuff. If they're listening to the froward, okay, and a froward man is going to tell you straight up, you need to get on your shit, and brothers say, I can be froward myself, sometimes, I have to use that balance, and when you go into this truth, man, when you in this truth, it's sort of like, how when birds, when a bird is trying to get their children up to par or whatever. When it's time for that bird to start flying, what do the parent bird do? They just drop that bird and hey, before that bird hit the ground, he better start flapping his wings and start flying off, man, or he gonna hit that ground and probably die, man. Okay, but that mother bird ain't just gonna throw a little chick out there, and and uh and what's the word? Throw a little chick out there out the tree, before it's even strong enough to even uh flap his wings and stuff like that. You know, it takes time. For that bird to get to that point of being able to fly. Okay, and the stronger bird, which is normally the parent, he understands this because they was once in that same position also. Okay, so it says, for one believes that he may eat all things, another who is weak eats herbs. Okay, you got guys that come into this truth, and you got guys that are on the level of of being great teachers and great speakers and stuff like that. They may go into different precepts or different breakdowns and stuff, but then you have another guy who it might know a couple scriptures, but that guy may be applying those scriptures that he know. You know, the thing is that we supposed to get that God that may not know all of the scriptures, okay, or he may be weak in the faith, and we supposed to, hey, as long as he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's a man of the Lord, that's what we want. We want guys that are passionate about this truth, not a guy that has their hands in the pocket, a guy that's just bullshitting, just waiting for things to happen. You got to make things happen, man. Okay? It says, let not him that eats despise him that eats not. And let not him which eats not judge him that eats. Okay? So, you ain't supposed to be looking at a brother, or you go to deep breakdowns for, it's all for the edification of the scriptures, as long as it's not for vainglory, That's not what we really out there for, man. Okay? It says, for God has received him. It says, who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he stands or falls, yea, he shall be holding up, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua is able to make him stand. Okay, and that's that brother who may be weak, may not know all the scriptures, may not know all the breakdowns. Okay, but the thing is, he's serious about this work. Okay, you ain't supposed to be looking at him just because he may be older, or he may be shorter, or whatever the case may be, and you looking at him like he's not a man of the Lord. Hey, it's up to Yahweh Shem Yahushua whether that man is a man of the Lord. And you have a lot of people who look down on people and think, oh, this guy ain't gonna make it, and then you looking down on that person, you end up getting kicked out. And that guy that you think ain't gonna make it end up being exalted, because he's humble. Okay, it says one man esteems one day above another, another esteems every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. And if you're fully persuaded in your own mind in this truth, you need to be on point. You need to be passionate about this thing, man. Okay, you need to be enthusiastic. Okay, which I got the definition for passion, the etymology. It says sufferings of Yahushua on the cross. Yahushua's passion, physical suffering. Okay, suffering, enduring. The scriptures say endure until the end. To endure, undergo, experience, and this truth is a major experience, man. Okay, you might have that brother that's pushing you. Okay, and at the same time, you could be helping pushing that same brother too, man. This is a brotherhood, man. Okay, it says since extended to sufferings of martyrs, because we putting our life on the line for this, okay, and our freedom, and suffering generally, okay, and a brother getting on you, telling you what you're supposed to do, okay, with your having your mindset towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you gotta be able to endure that grief, man. Okay, you're looking at, oh man, good grief, man, when this person gonna give up, You're supposed to be looking at it like man, hey, that you suffering towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay? It says meaning strong emotion or desire. And you have some brothers that are just straight up, have strong emotions for this truth, man. This is the truth. It ain't nothing to be played with. You know, it says literally suffering. You know, so you have to be passionate about this truth, man, and want to be able to suffer, man. It's Matthew 10:38, and he that taketh not his cross, okay, you ain't passionate about this truth. You still stuck into this world, okay. You don't want to, do what it takes to get the hell up out of here. Okay, pray and fast and be charitable, do the good works. You don't want to do those things. It says, and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that finds his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. And those people that lost their life for the Lord, those are the people that are passionate. Those are the people that are enthusiastic. Okay, and the etymology for the word enthusiasm, okay, is from the Middle French and around 1600s. Divine inspiration, enthusiasm. Okay, it says be inspired or possessed by God. You're supposed to be in the spirit, man. When you out there teaching this word, sometimes certain things happen. You're supposed to just be in the spirit, man. You're supposed to call up brothers, tell brothers, hey, what's going on? To have that holy conversation, you're supposed to be in the spirit, man. Okay? That's where that enthusiasm comes from. It says divinely inspired, possessed by God, okay? It acquired a derogatory sense of excessive religious emotion through the conceit of special revelation from God. And a lot of people be sitting up there, looking at, people in this, brothers that are serious about this work, man. Oh, this guy's, he's doing too much. That guy, he has a zeal for the Lord, man. He's on fire, man. Okay? You're supposed to be on fire for this thing, man. And yeah, you have some brothers, who may be weak, okay, who may not be doing what they're, doing everything that every brother does. But those guys might be a guy that might have the money, man, that might be putting in. That they might you're gonna have guys that are helps. Okay? You're gonna have guys that are just meant to help the camp out. Okay? But you ain't helping the camp out if you ain't doing what the fuck you supposed to do, man. Okay? You gotta be on fire for this thing, man. Throw up videos, come out during whatever weather it is. Okay? Not just when you got your garments on. You're supposed to be on fire for this thing, man. And you can't be looking at other brothers like, when they getting on you, you just looking at them like they ain't nothing. What do the scriptures say, man? You're supposed to always have these scriptures in your mindset. Proverbs 20:24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? And if you in this truth, man, and the man's goings are of the Lord, right? And they speaking according to the word, you got to understand that man that is telling you to do what the Lord said to do, that man is inspired or possessed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You can't be looking at that man like he's just a regular nobody, okay? He's just a regular guy speaking to you. If a man is especially if it's a man in Great Millstone and he's telling you to do this work, throwing up videos, you gotta know that that's the Lord speaking through that man, okay? Because you got a lot of guys who like to bullshit, man. Okay, I'm gonna get this scripture, okay, and I'm gonna probably get one more after that. Okay, Matthew 21:28. But what think ye? A certain man had two sons, and he came to the first and said, Son, go work today in my vineyard. And he answered and said, I will not. But afterward he repented and went. And he came to the second and said likewise, and he answered and said, I go, sir, and went not. You know, because the first one said that he wasn't going to go, but then he repented and he went. Then the second one said that he was going to go, but then he ended up not going. And you have a lot of guys out here that are saying that they're going to go or that they're going to do shit, but they're not doing it, man. And y'all but some y'all saying with that. It says, whether of them twain or them two did the will of his father. They said unto him the first. Yahweh Shai saith unto them, verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of Yahweh Shai before you. Because he was talking to the I believe the Pharisees and the Sadducees, okay, at this point in time. Okay? So a man that isn't passionate about this thing, or you got guys that make it seem like they are passionate, they'll say that they're going to do something, but they not, you know. And this is one more scripture, okay, just to end it. You know, James 5:10. Take my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. You know, and the suffering, affliction, and the patience goes into when a guy is telling you to do certain things, okay, to be passionate about this thing, and you don't want to do it. Well, you got to look at what the men of the Lord did. If they was doing this for Yahweh Shem Yahweh, then if you actually doing this for Yahweh Shem Yahweh, then you know you gotta look that's that affliction, man. Okay, and you gotta be counted. You gotta count yourself happy if you endure affliction, man. Okay. But if you're not doing this for Yahweh Shem Yahweh and guys are getting on you, then that means there's something wrong with you, man, and you gotta fix that shit, man. Okay? But with that, you know, hopefully this was edifying. I want to say shalom until next time.